Hello Sagittarius, I am Poetic Heretic, and this is your July 2017 Tarot Forecast. Do remember, you can use these videos for your sun, rising, and moon signs. So, let us begin. We would like a Celtic Cross forecast for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of July 2017. What does the universe have in store for Sagittarius for the month of July 2017? For the sign of Sagittarius for July 2017. Not quite yet. And there we go. Your outside influences: the Seven of Swords reversed, the Challenge, the Eight of Cups reversed, the underlying energy, the Ace of Pentacles reversed, the past, the Hierophant reversed, what you hope to achieve, the Hermit reversed, the near future, the Three of Wands, your attitude or position, Strength reversed, the outside force coming in, the Queen of Swords, hopes or fears, the Ten of Pentacles, and the outcome, the Three of Swords reversed. Alright, so let's take a look at your cards here. So you start off with the Seven of Swords reversed. This represents your current outside influences right around the beginning of the month. And this is a positive card when reversed, generally speaking, because it's talking about the idea of things being back to normal and improved circumstances. No more fighting, no more conflict, people getting along better, more harmony in relationships and stuff like that. Perhaps even a sort of feeling better about yourself and that sort of thing. So you're starting off the month on a fairly positive note so far, and as we go into the next card, the Challenge card, the Eight of Cups, and it did come up reversed, we now see this idea of the challenge for you having to do with not being overly altruistic towards other people. In other words, a sort of need to put yourself first as needed. Like, don't put other people before you to the point that you're really hurting and or sacrificing yourself a lot. There could be a greater need for individuality, a greater need for going against the flow, even as we see you are possibly getting along with other people. So it's almost like it has two sides. It's like you want to get along with other people in your life who are important to you, but you also want to maintain your sense of individuality and don't like sacrifice yourself just to get along with others around you. That seems to be the message of the cards here. Let's see, the Eight of Cups reversed. What else could I perhaps say about that? The only other thing really is sometimes, like in this position anyway, this could indicate that the challenge will be to face facts, like face reality about something, and do the right thing, and comprehend what is right for you emotionally and creatively, and do what you have to do. So, kind of similar to what I just said, but that's like another specific angle of this card. So, for the underlying energy, you have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. This represents everything forming the foundation of your current situation. In the Ace of Pentacles reversed, this card is, unfortunately, when it's reversed, usually talking about a sort of terrible misfortune, bad luck, things not going well, financial disaster, a financial ruin, or just ruin in general, a new beginning that did not go well, something that was not well thought out, bad decisions, poor judgment, stuff like that. I am aware that some other readers will say that when this card is reversed, it's not all bad. I have been unable to verify if that is accurate or not, so I'm going by what I have learned. But I will say, just to give you kind of both sides of it here, if this wasn't going to take on a very negative connotation, it would simply be saying success and or money earned or something like that through questionable means, through things that you're not so sure of. And even going back to what I have learned anyway about the cards, the Ace of Pentacles reverse can also talk about shady dealings and corruption and untrustworthy people and things like that going on, like shady business practices or things like that. So there might be some of that kind of underlying energy, some untrustworthy people or something like that. So it's interesting because we see you getting along with other people in your life more, but there may be others who are not so worth getting along with, perhaps you could say, or something of that nature anyway. So, moving forward, for the past and issues you've had to deal with, we have the Hierophant reversed. Well, this is very interesting right beside the Seven of Swords reverse here, because it's like this is talking about issues with rebellion and perhaps even individuality, like trying to assert your individuality, going against the status quo, going against the usual order of things, going against tradition. And now in the present, it's like it's like the pendulum is swinging back the other way, and you're sort of kind of getting along with people again, and it's like the cards are saying, well, it's great to get along with people, but don't lose yourself in that, don't lose your individuality at the same time. So that's the most likely scenario that I'm seeing here. Other than that, let's see, the Hierophant reversed, perhaps issues around questioning your spiritual or religious beliefs or your philosophies on life. Perhaps issues around a close relationship. Like sometimes the Hierophant can talk about marriage, so if it's reversed here, it might talk about a marriage issue or just a relationship issue in general. But I think that's probably less probable than the other stuff that we have gone over. For what you hope to achieve, you have the Hermit reversed. So this is an interesting card to fall reversed in this position, because on one hand, this could be talking about a sort of getting back out into the world, a sort of having more openness and wanting to be more bold and courageous and stuff like that. And maybe also continue to assert your individuality. But it's also like it's saying that you want to overcome some kind of a blockage to things like seeing clearly, thinking logically, thinking analytically, looking at the details of a situation. This could be like an illness that you're trying to overcome, with this card's association with the sign of Virgo, being ruled by Virgo. You're trying to improve something in your health. There may be the risk of a misdiagnosis or a wrong conclusion in general of some kind, of any kind, incorrect evidence, incomplete information, things of that nature, and you're trying to overcome that, trying to get all the details, all the facts, all the information, and maybe even have a sort of psychological insight, looking within, focusing on yourself and getting more in touch with yourself, and what you're about and what you really believe. That could tie back in with the Hierophant card back here. And let's see, when this card is reversed, is also almost like it can indicate a possible ending that did not turn out well, and maybe you're hoping to correct that. So I know I'm throwing out kind of a lot of possibilities here, but you know, there are a lot of possibilities from what I am seeing in these cards. For the near future, you have the Three of Wands. So this is some good news. Now it shifts back more to the positive, we could say, because the Three of Wands, what is that? That is projects successfully underway. That is things moving along steadily and easily. Things going well, good communication, getting information exchange, data exchange, moving beyond the planning stages, focusing on more than one area at once, like more than one project at once, perhaps sometimes. So all of that sort of making progress on something that you're working on, that kind of energy, something that is using your will and that you're taking action on. So things are moving quite along, or things are moving along quite well early in the month for you guys. For your attitude or position on the situation, about halfway through the month, you have Strength reversed. Well, first of all, we can see here that this is the second 8 in this spread, and we've got 2 8s. That refers to the sign of Scorpio, which is the energy of life and death, death and rebirth, transformation. And so, interpreting it numerologically like that, we could say that it's like both a challenge for you this month and kind of what this card is recommending to you this month is transformation, is doing what you need to do to release issues that have been bothering you, or release the pain of the past, or like bring things up that have been buried, bring them to the surface and release them, let go of them, and stuff like that. But as for the Strength card itself, when reversed, well, unfortunately, this is having you feeling things like weakness, cowardice, fatigue, tired, exhausted, uninterested. Can even be a sort of hatred of superficiality or extroversion or the external world. It can be like sexual hang-ups and like an intense disinterest in love and relationships or any kind of interactions of that nature. Now, let us see here. Immediately following a card like the Three of Wands, as well as some of the other cards I'm seeing here, it might not turn out to necessarily be that bad or that intense of that kind of negative energy. However, regardless, this card in its reversal is advising you to focus on things like optimism and to cultivate strength within yourself and to have victory over adversity and to have a strength of will, a strong character, and stuff like that, to believe in yourself, to have faith in yourself. So all of those sorts of things will be to your advantage this month. And even the idea of being more loving and stuff like that, loving yourself and loving those around you. The Strength card in its reversal advises you to try to do that. For the outside force coming in, you have the Queen of Swords. Well, first of all, this could represent a person, with it being a court card. This could be an adult female air sign who comes into your life and perhaps assists you in some way, particularly with helping you to see clearly and objectively, because she is the Queen of Swords and that's the energy she talks about. This would be perhaps like a lawyer or a judge or someone involved in the legal profession. This could be someone who is like a scientist or a mathematician or something like that. Someone who thinks in a very left-brained sort of way. However, if this does not take the form of a person, then it's something coming at you that is the energy of objectivity, seeing clearly, biting humor, detachment, someone who is skilled and proficient, objective, knows how to think logically and with reason and stuff like that. And so, again, if it's not a person, it's going to be that energy manifesting in another way. It could be a situation in which you are called to use your logic and reasoning capabilities, kind of like we saw with the Hermit card here, that it does refer to significantly. So this might be a time for you to do that, or this could be a person who assists you in that sort of way. For your hopes or fears, you have the Ten of Pentacles. This is a very positive card. It's talking about the energy of success, wealth, retirement, harmony, family and the domestic scene, manifestation, rewards coming in, finally getting to the end of something, getting to the completion of something that you've been working towards, perhaps even for years. However, remember, this is in your hopes or fears, so this is like what you're hoping for this month is great success and harmony around relationships and your family and stuff like that, and financial success and manifestation, especially of something relating to money or career or something like that. And in some cases, this card even does refer to like retirement as well. So for the outcome, you have the Three of Swords reversed. So this is how it all concludes. Well, this card is generally much more positive when reversed, because when reversed, it's usually talking about the idea of relief and improvement, improving times, better feelings, optimism, things looking up, hope, seeing the bright side. And so this is how it all what it all moves into, but also notice that we have a double threes as well, which talk about communication, good communication. And so, as we saw back here, there might have been some relationship issues or something like that. Well, it looks like the communication front is going very well. The Three of Wands is very positive energy, and the Three of Swords, when reversed, also is usually very positive energy. So that is going well, and there's also a sense of hope and relief and stuff like that. So even though, as in most readings, there are ups and downs, we are seeing at least hope and relief as the basic outcome of this spread. Now, in some situations, I've got to be honest, the Three of Swords reversed can be like, in a negative sense, almost like refusing to see the dark side, refusing to do what needs to be done to improve one's situation and stuff like that. So if that sounds like you, well, don't let that happen. Face facts if needed, as the Eight of Cups recommends here, and then let this be an outcome of great hope and relief and optimism and positivity for you, because there's no reason that it should not be. So that is about it, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed. It looks like overall there's a lot of opportunity for, I would say, both growth and improvement of your life, and making progress, as we see like with the Three of Wands especially, and enjoying the relief and the improving times that are coming your way. Like we see that with the first card, the Seven of Swords reversed, and we see it with the last card, the Three of Swords reversed, this idea of improving times and stuff like that. So there you go. So this has been a tarot forecast for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of July 2017 from Poetic Heretic. Don't forget to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.